Earlier this year, the WIAA released its guidelines to allow for high school sports to come back. These guidelines are in accordance with the Governor's Office and the Washington State Health Department. Athletic directors and coaches will have to take a different approach in how they handle their sport, putting the safety of the student athlete first.
The message was really simple of, okay, if you don't follow the protocols, you don't participate. And that is pretty much how this is going to go. Is there's a zero tolerance policy. We can't afford to put other members of the team, the coaching staff, the building, once we have kids return to the class, at risk.
Within the next 4 months, all high school sports will be played, coming back in 3 different seasons. The equipment of each sport must be sanitized throughout events and practices. Athletes participating in sports like track and field and cross country are required to wear a mask at all times, and all sports require athletes and coaches to socially distance when they are not participating. While it is exciting that high school sports will be played, student athletes have spent the majority of the school year in the house. For some athletes, it is going to be a hard transition from the couch to in-game shape.
I mean, I'm kind of just waiting for the weather to get better so I could play outside now, because my season starts in May. So I feel like I have some time, but at the same time, I'm not so sure about how I'm gonna do.
Preseason practices have already started for most sports, and coaches will be looking to do everything they can to help keep the athletes focused.
I'm going to keep the kids focused by telling them to focus on the present, telling them to focus on the guidelines, and keep moving forward. If we do have a distraction, then we have to meet that distraction, that stoppage, that whatever it may be. We have to meet that full on and adhere to whatever happens from there on. But I want kids to live now and enjoy the moment and just be prepared. Know that they got to be prepared. Know that they got to take the proper precautions so that they can, potentially keep things going. And we won't have any hiccups.
For more information about the guidelines for high school athletics, visit WIAA.com. In Tukwila, I'm Jacoby Wright.